Hello, what's up YouTube? Ronnixphotography, and in this tutorial I'll show you guys how you can easily fix your overexposed images and maybe your photos which have lost out on that nice and rich detail in the highlights. So a brief caution about this tutorial: it is for people that shoot in RAW, and this is going to work best for people that shoot in RAW, because when you shoot a RAW file, it means that you have captured most of the information in your images. So basically, if at all you shoot in JPEG and you love shooting in JPEG and you blow out highlights, there is a 90% possibility of you not having to recover this information the way we are going to be achieving it in this very tutorial. So you can see right now, if at all I am show you guys the before. This was the image before, and I'm just going to reset this so that we can start from the very start. So this is the file that we are going to be working with, and I'm just going to crop it for purposes of emphasis and maybe a little bit of that kind of privacy for these people right here. So I'm just going to move around. So we just want to work with the outfit and not the face. So I'm just going to hit enter. So you can see right now the outfit was a little bit blown out and the details were really blown out, and this rather usually happens when you shoot and you're shooting maybe those kind of highly reflective clothes or clothing or fabric that has highly reflective material. So you can see that this is supposed to be lime green, but you can see in most areas it was turning out to look white, and this is meant to be orange, and you can see that this was turning out to look more of yellow or a little bit of that kind of pale orange or even close to peach. So in order to achieve this, like I said, make sure that you're shooting in RAW. So we're just going to do some little bit of adjustments. And if I told you have newer versions of maybe Lightroom and Camera Raw and you have to work with layers, I think that was the new update in the new Lightroom and Camera Raw softwares. You can work with layers too. So even in Capture One, right now I'm in my Capture One interface, and I'm going to be working with layers in order to recover that nice and rich details in this image. So in Capture One we have the option which says high dynamic range, and in this you can see when we turn the highlights up, you can see it makes the highlights a little bit more blown out, and when you take it down, we tend to recover most of the information in the image. And now you remember, you just want to achieve or remove those whites from the fabrics or from the overly exposed areas. So we are just going to come, and so when you turn the whites up, it introduces more white, and in order to eliminate the whites from the image, we're just going to come to the whites and simply take them towards the side where we took the highlights, and right now we are getting there and the color is coming back to life. So like I said, in Capture One we are going to be working with layers, and in order to create a new field adjustment layer, just come right here and simply right click on this option or this plus icon. So when you right click, you can see the option that says or informs you about new field adjustment layer. So just come and click on it. So we're just going to do the same adjustments but on a way different or separate layer. You're just going to come back to where it says high dynamic range and do the same for our highlights and whites. Just come and drop the highlights down, and you can come and also do the same for the whites. And let's see so far what we have been able to achieve with just these small and simple steps. Turn on the before and after, and when you click and move, you can see a before, and this is the after. I hope you can see the information I've been able to get back in the image, and the colors are now getting to look a little bit more realistic, and the outfit or fabric is getting to look better and nicer. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to turn off my before and after option and create one more or one last adjustment layer So right click on this plus icon and come to new field adjustment layer. So just simply come and click on it, and you can just do this one more time, but this time around we're just going to add a little bit of tweaking onto this image. So just come to the highlight and just take it down, but not all the way down. So for this case we are just taking it slightly down, but not all the way down, because this is going to make the image look worse and unnatural. Just come and do it less a little, and just do the same for our whites, just a little bit, not taking it all the way down. So the next thing you have to just want to do is adding that kind of tiny tweaking, maybe to maybe skin tones. So just come and add, you can add contrast to the image, and now you can add a little bit of blacks to add that nice and richer contrast, and you can come and open up the shadows a little bit and add some clarity to the image to add that kind of sharpening to the image. Then this time around we're just going to slightly dehaze. Let me show you guys what this is going to do to this photo. So when you turn the dehaze slider all the way up, it is going to affect the image way differently, and when you take it all the way down, it is going to just darken those areas. I hope you can see that. So what we just want to do, we're just going to take the dehaze towards a -8, and that, I think that looks good. So let's see what we are doing so far and the before and after for this kind of recovering like an overexposed image and blown out details in maybe the photo. So just come right here and turn on the before and after. So this was the image before, after, before, after. You can see the information we have been able to achieve in just 2 adjustment layers. So without the background layer, of course, we have added just 2 adjustment layers, and this is where we are right now. So if at all you just want to work with skin tones even more or better, you can simply come, remember we're just working on this layer, just come and play around with the skin tones or skin colors. Just come to skin tone and you can just click on it, or get the eyedropper tool and come zoom in and maybe even out the skin tone. So just come and click right here, but remember it is also sampling the color from the this outfit right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to target the range for my yellows. I just don't want to target the range in my oranges, so I'm just going to move and just target the yellows and come and hue my uniformity slider. I will slightly move it and slightly saturate it. So I think I've just played around with this skin tone with just some simple sliders, but it's as well affecting the outfit. I'm just going to take it away from my greens just like that, so that I can affect a slight bit of the oranges in the skin tones. So let's say before and after. This is the image before and after, before, after. So this is how you can easily achieve the details. And a simple recap about what we have done. We just worked on the background layer by simply selecting our raw file and taking down the highlight and white sliders, and we added another adjustment layer and we did the same process. Then we added the final one where we slightly took the highlights and the whites down so that we can achieve more information and achieve those colors in the image. So this is all for today's tutorial, and if at all you have loved it, don't forget to like this video so that YouTube can push it to more people out there. Ronnix from Ronnix Photography. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in yet more amazing tutorials, and don't forget to keep practicing and keep creating.